Well, today the American people will finally choose the next president of the United States. And this afternoon, First Lady Michelle Obama joins us live from Chicago. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. How are you?
We are doing all right. We actually want to ask you how you're doing after months on the campaign trail. What was last night like for you?
You know, it was an emotional night because finishing this campaign, our last presidential campaign in Iowa, where it all started, was a very emotional night for us because we saw so many of our friends and supporters who were with us from the very beginning. Before Barack was even known in Iowa, we spent months and months traveling across that state and going into people's homes and their living rooms and sitting at kitchen tables and on front porches. And it was my first experience in a presidential campaign, so it felt like coming home in a way. So it was good energy, and the crowd was amazing. We had thousands and thousands of people out there, so it was a good way to end what I believe has been a well-run campaign on the part of Barack and our team.
Reflecting back on 2008, how would you compare these two experiences, doing it the second time around versus when it was all fresh and new?
Well, it's just that. It was all fresh and new. So in 2008, I personally really didn't know what to expect. I just tried to remain open to every experience. This time around, the energy was just as good. And being out on the campaign trail is what people don't understand. It's very fulfilling to be able to be out there, going throughout states, hearing people's stories, seeing the energy, seeing how hard people are working on the ground every day. So no matter how tired you are at any point in the given day, the minute you land and you start reaching out and touching people and hugging and talking, it just lifts you up. So it's been an amazing experience for all of us.
As First Lady, naturally, you've been very visible during this campaign season. We know this year the women vote is going to be very important. How conscious were you of that as you headed out when it came to what you said, who you were targeting?
Well, very conscious, and it wasn't just because of I'm the First Lady and campaigning for my husband, but these issues are important because I think about the life that I want my girls to have. I want to make sure that our young girls growing up have access to good health care and preventative care, and they can get mammograms and breast cancer screenings, and they can make their decisions about their health care and their bodies. So for me, this was very personal, not because I'm the First Lady, but because I'm a woman and because I'm raising two young daughters. And that's what I thought about when I'm standing in a crowd on a college campus and I see all of those wonderful young women who are going to be entering the workplace, and knowing just how important having good health care and having wonderful options and career opportunities, and being able to earn the same pay as a man, and being able to support their families. I mean, those are the young women whose voices drove me throughout this campaign when it comes to issues affecting women.
Obviously, this race has been very close. All the latest polls showing that both candidates are almost in a dead heat. Being prepared for both outcomes, certainly in your realm of possibilities tonight. If President Obama does not win re-election tonight, are you feeling comfortable that the country is in good hands?
I don't even think about that scenario. It is so important for people to get out and vote and make their voices heard. And as long as our supporters get out there, I believe that we will win. I'm very confident. So we don't explore any other scenario because I believe it's important. We were headed in the right direction. We're in the midst of a phenomenal recovery. We've got health reform for millions and millions of people. We've ended the war in Iraq. We're bringing our troops home from Afghanistan. There's so much more work to do, and my husband is the man to make that happen. So today is the day for our supporters to go out there boldly, cast their votes, make sure they get to the polls by 7:30 p.m. And don't get out of that line, because as long as they're in that line at 7:30 p.m., they can make their voices heard. So that's our focus for today, and we'll cross all those bridges tomorrow.
Okay, thank you so much. First Lady Michelle Obama joining us live from Chicago this afternoon. We'll be watching right along with her as those results come in tonight. Thank you so much.
And we just wanted to reiterate